when you get to the 39 and have the first down there with a minute and change left, you feel pretty good, and on the next 4 plays, was that just execution or great defense by Louisville?
I mean, it was a combination of both. We knew that in that situation you're gonna get some man coverage looks, and you gotta win your one-on-one, and then your timing's gotta be right. So they made the plays at the end of the game to win the game. Bottom line. But super proud of our guys for competing, to be in that position. We continue to, I think, take steps forward, even though we didn't win the game. Just proud of the guys for making it a 4-quarter ball game, getting it to that point. But we'll analyze the tape to see exactly what went wrong. But from where I could see, it was good coverage, and then also our timing a little bit, going through progressions, threw a couple balls a little bit late versus man coverage, and their guys made plays.
Let's go Mike over here.
Mike Barber, Associated Press. Calandria's touchdown pass to X that gives you the lead there late. They brought a lot of pressure. What did you see from his poise in that moment?
Yeah, I thought AC, man, he looked poised pretty much all game. Like you saw in his body language, his demeanor. Man, he did a great job in preparing. And then, bought a little bit of time, found X, and then X, made the guys miss a couple tackles and converted a big play. That was a huge conversion for us. I think that was the one that went from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6. I think that was the one there where we had 3rd and 1, and then we had the false start penalty that went to 3rd and 6. And I mean, that was a huge play in the game. That's one of the 4 or 5 plays that gave us a shot to be there in the end. But I thought AC just played with a lot of poise tonight. Man, he had a great demeanor about himself, and I just wish we could have found those 4 or 5 plays on our side to be on the winning end.
What's your message in the locker room to the team? You guys have had a couple of comeback wins already this year, and to show the same fight but come up short.
The message was, man, we got to learn. We got to take the good with the bad, right? We got to learn. We got to grow. And ACC games that are 1-possession games that go down to the 4th quarter are going to be determined by 4 to 6 plays. Bottom line, and tip our hat to Louisville. Man, they found a way. But I thought our kids competed. Right, I thought they played their tails off. Man, they never quit. But we just had a couple of critical mistakes and a couple of errors that resulted in the ball not going, or the score not going our way in the end.
You talk about playing well in the middleweight. You start quick, but that middleweight kind of go away from it. How can you? What's the message for the team to play that consistently? How can you?
Yeah, I mean it's we have a strategy: start fast, win the middle 8. Finish in the 4th, right? And man, it's so hard to execute that every single game, right? Because if it was easy, then we'd be sitting here, undefeated and blowing people out. But man, it's challenging. And then on the flip side, man, their guys are going to compete too and make a couple plays. But I thought there, going into half, man, it was kind of a wash, so we didn't lose that first part of the middle 8, right? But we didn't necessarily win it either, right? So we were tied going into half, and we definitely didn't win the first part of the 3rd quarter, right? We gave up a drive, and then we had a couple of plays that I know guys are gonna wish they had them back, and we'll learn and we'll grow and play on special teams there that kind of put us in a tough spot, and we'll learn and grow from that and get better. But we're just gonna keep stressing it. I think we're better in the 4th quarter. Right, because we stress it, every single day, and so if you come out and you watch us practice, the way that we practice, we try to get off to a fast start, and we emphasize that, and then as we even script a break, a halftime break, kind of in the middle of practice, and we talk about it right going into it. We talk about the middle 8, winning the middle 8, and we've had some success in the middle 8. We've had not have some success, and it's the same thing with fast starts. We didn't get off to a fast start versus BC, but we kind of won the middle 8 and we won the 4th quarter. So we'll continue to stress and trust our practice plan and our preparation. I thought the guys were prepared. I thought the coaches did a great job of having these guys prepared. Man, they competed their butts off. We just didn't make the plays, in the end to win the game. And we're going to continue to coach and teach and get better, and hopefully we'll have a different outcome next time we play.
Tony, you just referenced the special teams play.
Mm-hmm.
Take us through what happened on that second one
where it was a low punt, seemed to
Yeah.
hit a dude in the back. What was the issue with both of those?
Yeah, so we felt like the protection was pretty solid. Just again, when you're trying to rugby and you're kicking, a low liner just didn't get enough lift on it, and it hit one of the shield guys in the back, and then going back to the first half, man, there was one that you want it to be a little bit higher, but you don't want it to be up in the air. You kind of want to get it on the ground, see if it'll bounce around, buy you a little bit of time, and I know there's going to be a lot of questions about, well, why are you using that technique? Well, up at Louisville last year, we got basically lost by a touchdown, and we gave up a block punt for a touchdown. And studying these guys, they do a great job of scheming up your protection. They're very skilled. They got a lot of speed guys that are slippery, that can get small. They overload your A gaps. They understand the angles with the cutoffs. And so the objective was just to move the pocket and get the ball on the ground and keep it out of the hands of their dynamic returner. And we just didn't execute it, the way that we needed to. And we're going to learn and we're going to grow. But we also had an opportunity there too, talking about middle eight and that part of the game. Man, we hit a low liner, it hits one of their guys, Kobe falls on the ball, right? Then we got the ball at the 28-yard line, with a chance to score points right there. So it's a game where the ball, bounces funny sometimes, but we were trying to help the guys schematically. I think just and I'll watch it more on tape to know for sure. But what we saw was it was just a little bit too low and hit one of our guys.
Let's go ahead.
Tony, you get some of these spots in the fourth quarter where you end up making plays, and obviously Wake Forest was an example, Boston College is another. But in the fourth quarter, as the game went on, Louisville was the one who made plays on offense and defense. How do you get more consistent at that? Is that something you can practice, or?
Well, I think we made some plays to make it a fourth quarter game, right there. So both teams competing. I mean, that's two good football teams out there competing to try and go win a ball game. Where we gotta do a better job is just making sure that we understand the importance of every single play, right? So man, I'm proud of our team because man, they didn't flinch. So we didn't have a great start to the third quarter, and man, these guys didn't flinch, and then they made plays to get themselves back in the ball game and eventually take the lead there, and then we just didn't make enough plays there. But man, we're going to go back to work. We're going to stress it. I think that's a football team in there that's hurting right now, but I don't think it's a football team that's lost confidence either. Right? I think they still know that everything is out there in front of them. Man, we just got to take it one game at a time, and we're going to learn and we're going to grow. So we've had opportunity to learn in success, and now we got a little bit of heartbreak. But I know the character of that football team, and they're going to respond the right way.
Dreaded two-part question, but Louisville came in getting over 9 yards a pass play. For the first half in particular, you really contained them in that regard. What did you like what you saw? And then what did you see on the final touchdown that allowed him to come so free?
Yeah, just eye discipline on that last touchdown. In those situations, man, it's a heavy run emphasis. Man, you got to read your keys, and so we'll get better. We'll learn. We'll coach better. So that doesn't happen again. And then just I thought that the guys did a good job of sitting on top of routes, right? Not giving the guys an opportunity to get behind them. I thought they played some of the double moves well. And I thought the guys were communicating, was well coordinated, everybody kind of in the right spots just to kind of, keep things in front, and then we were able to down the football. That's what we did in the first half, and I think it was complementary football too. I thought there were some long drives, in the first half. I think we had 43 plays on offense to their 25 plays. So some of it we limited, their opportunities by playing some complementary football, by being able to run the ball and control the clock in the first half.
After the mentor interception,
Yeah.
3, Kobe gets 8 yards on first down. At that point, it looks like you get a first down there.
Yeah.
At the very least, you run some clock off, maybe flip.
Yeah.
You feel like
The second down.
and 2, you should be able to.
The second down call, I was hoping that we were going to convert for the first down there, and then we come back and we have the third down, and again, AC's trying to make a play, and we get called for lineman downfield, right? So that's one of those plays right there that I'm talking about. Those 4 to 6 plays that I think if we don't. And guys are just playing ball, right? Guys are playing ball. They're blocking people. AC scrambling around, and then he's going to run. He stops. He throws the pass to Kobe. We get flagged for it, right? That's one of those plays. I don't think it's anybody trying with ill intent or not trying to do their job. They're just playing hard, and we get flagged for it. But I thought that was a critical play because then we went to 3rd and 8. right? And then from there, we went 3rd and 8, and then we have a penalty on the 4th down, which backs us up even more. Now, Sparky had a heck of a punt, thought the protection was good there. We flipped the field. But I think if we convert that 2nd down, right, or even the 3rd down, if we don't have the lineman downfield, I think we got a chance to maybe not go score, but we can flip the field, right? And if we flip the field, now it kind of changes the dynamic, especially with the clock where it was.
Yeah, Ethan Minter in the game, a former high school quarterback,
Yeah.
playing safety for you guys. What have you seen from him just in practice and,
Yo.
and for him to make an interception like
So
that?
he showed up, day one, fully committed to the transition to play in the secondary, and man, he took complete ownership of the playbook, and man, he knows the playbook inside and out. It was just a function of becoming more comfortable, backpedaling and transitioning, and he shows up every single day, works extremely hard. And he's a complete team guy, and he was ready. And like I said, he even called it. And he said that they're going to try me, they're going to test me because I'm the young guy, and I'm going to find a way to make a play. So super proud of him, super proud of Caleb as well. Stepping up, had to play a lot of snaps with Clary being down, and man, also just proud of the guys. I mean, we got guys that are down. Right, some for the season, but guys just keep stepping up, and that's what I'm so proud of this football team is that whatever the adversity is, man, they just keep going, right? They don't make excuses, they just keep working, they keep fighting, but I wanted to get that one for them, but in the end, we have to take ownership of the few plays that we could have made that we didn't.
One question in the back, and then go to Doug right here. Doug.
Would it
Mike.
be-
Get the mic. The mic.
No, the mic.
Would it be wrong to say there was any resemblance to the Maryland game, and long-term, how will those two games improve anything about?
When you say I think the difference here is we played better than we did in Maryland. Collectively as a team. I felt like we played better. I think hopefully it'll be, as I told the guys in the locker room, that we're going to look back when it's all said and done and said, you know what, this was a game that helped us grow up to get to where we ultimately finish at the end of the season, right? So, the quarterback played a lot better in this one than Maryland. Really, really positive from that standpoint. So, man, each game, man, is a game in itself, and there's something to learn from every single game. I think that for us, man, we had an opportunity that we let slip away. I think that's probably the only resemblance between the two, is that we had an opportunity to get a game at home, and we didn't find a way to make enough plays at the end to win it.
WRSC, halfway point of the season now. I know it's kind of hard to answer this question right after a game, but what do you like about your team right now as you go into this tough matchup next week at Clemson?
Yeah, I mean, you just saw it. Like you just saw a football team that's persevering regardless of any personnel issues that we have. Man, guys are stepping up. Man, they believe, right? They're fighting. They're scrapping. Right, nobody gave them a shot to be in that ball game versus Louisville, right? And these guys believe that with all of the skill that they have over there, that the coaches and themselves could formulate a good plan, and they played their butts off, and man, we're getting better at winning fourth quarter games, right? We're overcoming adversity in games, right? We're doing some good things, getting off to fast starts. So there's a lot to really like about this football team. But most importantly, man, we got a group of young men that believe in each other. They believe in what this program's all about, and man, they're laying it on the line every Saturday for each other, for this university. So there's a lot to love and like about this football team.
Any other questions for Coach?
What's up?
Do you have an update on Boldy?
Yeah, it was his right knee. It didn't appear to be too bad. Just some pain playing through. So, being smart there. So I don't know exactly. I didn't hear anything along the lines of structural damage right now, but we won't know until tomorrow or Monday. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.